Symbiote Spider-Man. Spider-Man gets an all-new look when he finds a sleek black costume inside a space shuttle wreck. Little does Spidey realise he's joined himself to a predatory alien symbiote named Venom. Hello and welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from the retro Spider-Man line and Marvel Legends. We have the Symbiote Spider-Man, or the Black Spider-Man, how you ever want to say it. Now, I couldn't wait for this figure. When they actually released this one and the Ben Reilly, I weren't too sure about the armoured Spider-Man, but yet I still went down that route because, again, this is such an iconic look for Spider-Man and it's already out in this wave. So it makes me really excited to open him up. So he's standing here all nice and proud and looking fantastic on that new Spider-Man body mould. On the side here we have the hands, we got the whipping hands, we have got the open palm hands, and we got the closed fists. Obviously in this suit he actually only had the closed hands because he used to shoot them from the top of his wrist. But we got the whipping hands because in the comics he also used this as a black costume at one point where it's just a normal clothed outfit. So he's on the retro card with the nice purple background, him swinging into action here. On the back, the same picture up here, plus the other figures from the wave and how to swap his hands and his bio. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. So here he is in his blister pack. Obviously there's no hidden accessories or anything there, or no removable head. So we're just going to get him out for our first impressions. And also what I'll do in the review is actually sort of like show him off with the other Black Spider-Man I have, which is a bootleg, but it's based on the old mould. So we can actually do a side-by-side comparison. And this guy looks sensational. That head sculpt with those sort of like bowed out eyes looks great. So we're going to go away, see what he can do, and we'll see you in a mo. So we've been away, we've taken his photos, and I have fallen in love with this guy. He's absolutely amazing. As soon as I got him out of that packet, started posing him around, he looks phenomenal. It looks sensational. The size of the actual figure itself on this sort of Spider-Man sculpt body. I really wish I got the retro, the very first edition of the Spider-Man, because yeah, it is really, really nice. And I'll do a comparison. I have got the bootleg version, but I will do a comparison with the other sort of like figure that we did reviewed not so long ago. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. I just can't even say it anymore. It's just, might as well go and buy it, and I'll just turn the review off here. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Only messing. So anyway, he comes with, well, 2-3 accessories. I mean, they're just swappable hands, if you can call them accessories really. It's just alternative hands. So it comes with 2 whipping hands. Obviously it's just a normal Spider-Man kind of get up, kind of painted black with the white rectangle on the back there. However, there is no little white dot, or black dot shall we say, in the actual square part there, so they missed out on the treat there. They all got the hinges as well, and the little peg system that easily integrates into the actual body itself. And then the other hands that it comes with are punching hands, just on there, same again, just painted all black with the little rectangles. And obviously we have the open palm hands in here. So if the Hasbro want to re-release the original Spider-Man, he didn't actually have open palmed hands in the box, and so it might be a way for Hasbro to re-release the figure a little bit more advanced and maybe a little bit extra. I'll pay an extra $5 for it if you want to do that, Hasbro. Wink wink, nudge nudge. So yeah, this guy, I just love the black comic black suit. I just love it to bits. And now it's on this sort of body here, and we're going to go through its articulation and show it off in a good way. So with the head, we have a little bit of swagger there. He can look down this far and he can look back up, and obviously same as the Ben Reilly head, we do have that open sort of thing here, but it can really get that nice crouching position as well. So when you're taking pictures, it doesn't really notice in any way or form. It can look left, it can look right. Arm wise, it can come up this far. We have rotation as well, and we have a nice beautiful butterfly joint that comes right around to the front and right around to the back. Arm wise, we've got a rotation here, double elbow joint just down here. We've got a rotation at the wrist, and it's also on the hinge. Up here we've got on the ab crunch, just on this part here, and then we also have that kind of U kind of shaped torso bend, so we can get right good down here and right back up again as well. So you can really get some really nice sort of airtime kind of poses and stuff like that, just as he's sort of falling down and making himself look uber cool. Down to the legs wise, he can go forward, he can go back. We've got an upper leg rotation here, got a double knee joint here, got the boot cut rotation, and we've got the rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So yeah, the articulation on there, it's really great. You can get him bending down, looking over the edge of a cityscape and stuff like that. You can do that with all this figure. But where this guy really comes alive is obviously, it's such a neutral look, isn't it? Completely black. Not like the Venom where we haven't got all these extra kind of shadings and stuff over there. It's just a really nice representation of the black suit. It's not glossy in any way. It's got just enough matteness on there as well. But as you look at the sculpt of the eyes, you can actually see like they're sculpted out. They're like kind of bulbous, popped out a little bit on there. Got the nose and the mask going down. No ear or anything kind of moulded in there. It's just pure black. And around on the back of the head. Down to the actual part on here. As you can see, the actual logo is on his sort of shoulder joints or butterfly joints. Can't even get my words out. But it doesn't matter which any way you kind of pull it. They kind of line up in a way. It's just a bit weird. But I love it. I just love that kind of sort of motion there. It's just really cool. On the front, it's not actually on the butterfly joint here, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't affect that part. But as you can see, it goes all the way up underneath and it goes all the way down as well. And the rest of the figure, obviously we've got the white rectangle squares, what you want to say, onto there. Going down with his legs looking quite robust and muscular. And then down to the bottom. But obviously all just sprayed black in that black suit of Spider-Man. So what we can do now, we can actually stand him over to one side and actually compare to the bootleg version. Which is the skinnier kind of pizza Spider-Man body. And as you can see, he's such a big more figure. He just looks more robust than this guy, and I actually absolutely loved this guy when he first came in, but now comparing the two, this one is definitely the pinnacle of both. But if you're really interested, if you like this kind of part here of the Todd McFarlane rather than this part, I kind of forgot to do this on the Ben Reilly one, but we can actually pop off the head, and if you wanted, if you got the old head, you can pop it on there. It's not a great fit. It does kind of spin around a bit, but if you're just posing and getting around to stand, it's not too bad. So if that's more of your look that you like, then obviously that head does fit on there as well. But yeah, apart from that, as I said right at the beginning, what are you waiting around here for? Why are you watching me play with this figure thinking like, oh, doesn't he look good? Just go onto any website, why is still around, and it's definitely in Smith's at the moment. You can buy them on the shelf and you can buy it online. $21.99. Just go and treat yourself. It's a new year. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. Let me know down in the comments, are you going to get this guy? What do you think of the Marvel Legends? Rather than, are these videos persuading you rather than getting some Black Series? Are you looking at maybe sort of stepping over that threshold into a new collection? Let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me on Instagram and all the other jargon down bottom. And don't forget to subscribe and ding that bell. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.